we know one thing about the people that are trying to destroy our country, it's that they can't keep their mouths shut. Their pride makes them announce their future plans. We saw it when Bill Gates and his friends coincidentally had a mock role-play scenario last year about what it would be like to have a worldwide pandemic and how they would handle it. Then a few months later, it actually happened. Then we had the Transition Integrity Project report, which, among other things, talked about how they're going to delegitimize claims of... And they did just that, which led to a senile man becoming our president. Now we have things being laid out like the Great Reset and Joe Biden's Build Back Better, which are basically the same plan that leads to the same thing, which is global communism. No joke. Using the excuse of a climate change crisis and the possibility of more pandemics, these plans promise a whole new system where we take all the terrible things about modern-day communism, pretend they're really great, and then force the entire world population to comply with them. This system will include things like having a social credit score like China does, a vaccination pass that allows you to travel and conduct business, worldwide surveillance, being kicked out of society for non-compliance, the redistribution of your hard-earned wealth, and the absence of bone-in ribeyes. I'm being dead serious. They don't like meat. One of their favorite slogans for this new world order is, "You will own nothing and you will be happy." Well, I own this and... I'm very happy. I'm just saying.
This is from the New York Times. It says, as Israel reopens, whoever does not get vaccinated will be left behind. New government and business initiatives are moving in the direction of a two-tier system for the vaccinated and unvaccinated, raising legal, moral, and ethical questions, right? It says, under the new green badge system that functions as both a carrot and a stick, it sounds a lot like the social credit score from China that we first seen it in Black Mirror. It says the green badge system that functions as both a carrot and a stick. The government is making leisure activities accessible only to people who are fully vaccinated or recovered starting Sunday. 2 weeks later, restaurants, event halls, and conferences will be allowed to operate under those rules. Customers and attendees will have to carry a certificate of vaccination with a QR code. Israel is one of the first countries grappling in real time with a host of legal, moral, and ethical questions as it tries to balance the steps toward resuming public life with sensitive issues such as public safety and discrimination. The debate swirling within Israel is percolating across other parts of the world as well, with plans to reserve international travel for vaccinated green passport holders and warnings of growing disparities between more vaccinated affluent countries and less vaccinated poor ones. Israel's central government, eager to bring the country out of its third national lockdown without setting off a new wave of infections, was spurred into action by local initiatives. Speaking of initiatives, we have an exclusive. This comes from Reuters. It says that the White House is working, and listen, they're working with the Trinity. Facebook is working, the White House is working with Facebook, Twitter, and Google to tackle anti-vaxxers. It says the White House has been reaching out to social media companies, including Facebook, Twitter, and Alphabet Incorporated's Google, about clamping down on COVID misinformation and getting their help to stop it from going viral, a senior administration said. It says Biden, who has raced to curb the pandemic since taking office, has made inoculating Americans one of his top priorities and called the new move a wartime effort. But tackling public fear about taking the vaccine has emerged as a major impediment for the administration. And peep this, right? Talking about getting everybody vaccinated is a wartime effort. That's the same thing that Bill Gates, he said the other day in that 60 Minutes interview. He said basically climate change. He said that we're at war but we're at war with climate change.
It's possible.
It's possible, but it'll be the most amazing thing mankind has ever done.
That's what it has to be.
Yeah, it's an all-out effort, you know, like a world war, but it's us against greenhouse gases.
That's what it has to be. Yeah, it's an all-out effort, you know, like a world war, but it's us against greenhouse gases.
And he said it before. You just seen it in the video that I posted. Which one is it? With Prince Philip. He said that climate change is, according to him, climate change is bigger than the COVID virus, right?
You have a book coming out, How to Avoid a Climate Disaster. You think that climate change could be a bigger disaster than COVID?
More than 11,000 scientists signed a petition calling for population control as a means of combating climate change.
These devils, look at him when he opens his mouth.
Well, certainly climate change will make entire ecosystems die.
The world population must be stabilized and ideally gradually reduced.
So you know these devils are lying, man. And so now Joe Biden's wartime, inoculating Americans is his wartime effort. He's a wartime president. And this is the Trinity. Like I said, this is Facebook, Google, and Twitter. And I noticed the difference, a shift in how Facebook was operating. And I don't even get on there that much. I usually log in live stream on and sit on True News's live streams. And the other day Facebook hit me for saying the word tranny in the comment section. They banged me. And then I made a comment and they said, "Are you sure you want to post this?" I said no, and I edited it, right? So I didn't post it. I think I had the word bitch. They turn around and hit me with a 3-day suspension. And so Facebook is bad. I don't even deal with Facebook like that, but it's bad. And I knew something was different. So here it says disinformation that causes vaccine hesitancy is going to be a huge obstacle to getting everyone vaccinated. And there are no larger players in that than social media platforms. Man, they're coming, man. They're coming. Just like a lot of people knew that these rolling blackouts, they were coming, man. And, you know, people spend all this time calling people like Richie from Boston fear mongers and fear porn, right? And turned out the whole time they dedicated years and years of their life telling you how to bug out, how to survive in cold weather, how to make fires, what type of food to pack, right? What type of food lasts long, right? And you know, our confidence, right, comes in the Most High. And so it just puts things in perspective when you think about what's going on. These devils are ramping it up, man. These devils are crazy as hell. It says on Thursday, Senator Richard Blumenthal criticized the platforms in a tweet for carrying ads that he said funds and promotes dangerous conspiracy theories, COVID-19 disinformation, and malign foreign propaganda. Okay, so Facebook, they said that they have reached out to the White House and they are willing to offer any assistance, and has recently announced a new policy to remove COVID and vaccine misinformation, along with pages, groups, and accounts that repeatedly spread such material. And you know what's creepy? And I mean creepy. You know what I'm talking about? All the videos that we keep seeing, all those videos that the mainstream media don't want to report on. What about Merck? Merck stopped their program. Pfizer's banned from India. So this is crazy. And then you got the whole vaccine gospel, the whole black Maxine church. Twitter said the company is in regular communication with the White House on a number of issues. And for real, Twitter is still a place where you still get a lot of good, like 20-30 second clips, 2-minute clips of different things happening around the world. But Google is the megalomaniac. They did not comment on this engagement with the White House. Instead, they point to a blog and show how it stops misinformation. So Google is basically just letting you know they're already on board, and there will be more details. It says there will be more details in the coming days, basically. So I just wanted to bring these two articles out real quick, and I'm gonna leave you brothers with these precepts here in the book of Timothy, and I'm gonna go about my business, and I will catch you brothers on the next one. But this is 2 Timothy 2, chapter 2, in verse 1. It says, "Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is Hamashiach Yahushua, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushua. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier." And so that's my prayer. That's my prayer, to strive to be a soldier. And much respect to you brothers that have been out there in the battlefield. And prayers going up for you brothers out there. And Lord will catch you on the next one.